June was a very difficult month for the cryptocurrency markets. We saw the value of Bitcoin fall from just over 30,000 down to 19,000, a drop of 35.4%. With Bitcoin being the overall bellwether for the cryptocurrency market, we saw most all other cryptocurrency coins follow suit. Today we're going to review my June 2022 crypto mining income. To be honest, this was not very fun to put together this month because mining profitability is down considerably this month, and I had several projects I needed to move to the crypto graveyard.
In my graveyard for my bones,
because they're no longer profitable. We'll get into more detail on that shortly. So this analysis will just include income earned in the month of June 2022. It'll include income from mining, nodes, and DeFi, also known as decentralized finance. I've also included estimates for monthly expenses, including VPS or virtual private server costs to run certain nodes, as well as electric costs to run certain high-powered miners. This should give us a good estimate of what my net income is after expenses. I'd like this to be the start of a series where I track the profitability of my overall mining portfolio and the success and failure of projects over time. So if you enjoy this type of content, let me know by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It really does help promote the channel. And I want to just start off by saying I'm not sharing this information to brag about being in this or that project or boast about making a certain amount of money. I'm really doing this to keep myself accountable, to keep track of all the different projects I'm in and make choices when profitability changes in certain projects and determining whether or not we need to shut off miners, sell miners, or potentially acquire more miners. I hope you can learn from my experiences and gain something from any insights I may provide. And as always, for disclosure purposes, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor and nothing in this video should be construed as financial advice. Do your own research before investing in cryptocurrencies. All right, now that we have all that out of the way, let's get to the numbers. June revenue came in at $2,379. That is a decrease of $967 versus our May numbers. Our expenses are also down versus May. We're at $289, a decrease of $461. And our net income is also down at $2,090, a decrease of $506 from May. So let's take a quick look at our June profitability by project. Now this is a list of all the different mining, node, and DeFi projects I'm in, and we're sorted by net most profitable to least profitable. So currently we are in 26 different projects, and I'll briefly highlight on each of the projects here, but we won't go into detail in this video. So right now the most profitable project for me is my pre-search nodes. I currently have 73 pre-search nodes generating approximately $790 in revenue a month, and we have $139 in expenses, so a net of $650. Now the thing to note here is I did switch VPS services here in June. That resulted in lower expenses this month, as well as it'll continue to have lower expenses here in the future. Essentially, I moved from upcloud.com and Amazon Web Services over to Rackner.com, and it'll be a considerable savings for me in terms of VPS hosting services going forward. Our number 2 project is our MatchX M2 Pro. I have 2 of these. This has been a consistent earner for me over the past 6 months. Generating $547 and no expenses. Number 3 are my Step-In NFT shoes. This is a project I just got in May, and unfortunately I think I got into this project a little late, and the profitability of this project has gone down significantly over the past month, but I'm hopeful that this project isn't dead yet, but we'll wait and see. So that earned $370. Number 4, our Deeper Connect Mini. We earned $83. Rewards are also down pretty considerably on this. And the highlight for our Deeper Connect Mini is our credit balance on our Deeper increased above the 700 mark, so our rewards went from 82 Deeper tokens a day up to 120 tokens per day, so almost a 50% increase in our daily rewards for our Deeper Connect Mini. Our number 5 is our Helium Bobcat 300. I do have 3 of these. One of them was down in June. I need to find a new location for that, but that generated approximately $73. Our number 6 is Celsius staking, and you can see here I have this highlighted to the graveyard. As many of you are probably aware, Celsius has restricted withdrawals. They made that announcement sometime in mid-June, and there's doubts on whether Celsius is going to survive. If there's a solvency issue, they may be at bankruptcy risk. So for the time being, I'm going to move that to the graveyard until we hear differently and we can gain confidence that I'll be able to withdraw my funds from Celsius. Number 7 is a mining project. I have 3 of these iPolo G1 minis. This has been a consistent earner for me over the past 6 months. So we netted $56 this month. Number 8 is a DeFi project called Drip. I put a couple $100 into this a couple months ago. It has been on a significant downtrend over the past couple months, so I'm losing confidence that this project is going to be around much longer. Our number 9, Sphere Finance, is also down considerably over the last couple months, so we'll be watching that closely. Number 10, Coinbase Staking. I stake Ethereum for the ETH 2.0 merge. We earn about $42 a month. And I'll skip over some of these projects here that are less profitable if there's nothing new going on. All right, number 11 is Stronger Nodes. I have 4 Stronger Nodes, 3 of which are expiring here in July. And I've made the decision to let these expire and not create more nodes. The price of Stronger right now has fallen so much that it actually costs more to run up new nodes and pay the monthly expenses than the profitability that the nodes generate. So at this point, I'm going to let this project die off and not continue forward with it. Number 13 here, the Gold Shell ST box. This project has been quite profitable, and that's due to the low expense cost for this miner. This miner uses much less electricity than many of the other mini box miners. So if you can get your hands on one of these Starcoin miners, I think it's a potentially very lucrative miner. It is a very speculative miner. Starcoin isn't a super liquid coin and is not traded on many exchanges. Number 15 here is Coinbase Staking. I was staking Cardano or ADA on my Coinbase account and earning a 2.6% yield on that. I ended up turning that off at the end of June. I've decided not to lend out any of my cryptocurrencies at the moment just due to the turbulence in the market. I think you put yourself in a situation where you're taking on a lot of counterparty risk and there's potential where you could lose your coins. So I've decided to stop lending out my coins, at least for the time being. Number 16 here, I did a video on this. I unplugged all my Gold Shell mini-doge. I had 10 of them. I'm turning them off for the time being, but I do have calculated when I will turn them back on again if Litecoin and Dogecoin can hit certain price points. I also bought various Gold Shell box miners here in June, and they went online in mid-June. I could see them here, the Gold Shell SC box, HS box, CK box, and LB box. I'll be watching the CK and the LB box pretty closely, as well as the Gold Shell Mini Doge Pro, because if they do continue to operate at a loss, I will have to unplug them, at least for the time being, until prices recover. And I also do want to note, I did get my Weather XM weather station in the mail last week, and I installed it last week. There'll be a video coming out on that shortly, but that is also in just testnet phase at this point, so we're not getting earnings from that. All right, let's quickly go through the miner graveyard. So this is essentially projects that I've either unplugged the miner or discontinued the project due to unprofitability or other circumstances. So let's go over the new additions to that this month. So the first one here are Bitmain Antminer L3 pluses. Both of these miners are well underwater at this point. The electric cost is much higher than the revenue that they're generating each day, so it doesn't make sense to mine them at this point. But like I mentioned with this one and the Gold Shell Mini Doges, I'll be monitoring Litecoin and Dogecoin prices pretty closely. And if they hit certain price points, I'll end up turning these miners back on. So I have resurrection for them as possible still at this point. Our next one, Celsius staking. Like I mentioned earlier, Celsius has suspended withdrawals on their platform. There's concerns about potential solvency issues and a possible bankruptcy. And if there's a case of bankruptcy, it's unlikely that depositors will be able to receive a lot of their funds that they had deposited in there. The next on my list are my Stronger nodes. I have 4 of these. I've decided to retire these. The current income that this is generating each month is not covering the monthly maintenance fees. I've been in this project since December of last year. I always knew it was very Ponzi based and reliant on new money coming to the project. And we've seen the project basically collapse over the past couple months. The good thing is I was very adamant about pulling my initial investment out as quickly as possible. So I was making monthly withdrawals from my Stronger nodes over the past 6 months. So I was able to recoup my entire investment in this project. So I'm actually up slightly on Stronger. But unfortunately, I know a lot of people did not take that method and are underwater considerably. And then finally, like I had mentioned, the Coinbase staking of Cardano, I've turned that off at this point to reduce potential risk of losing my Cardano coins. And finally, let's look at some of the pending projects I have out here on the horizon. I will be running another Flux node here. Once I get the hardware that I've ordered, it'll be another Nimbus node. I have a Bobcat 5G helium miner. I just got a shipping notification from that today. So that should be here in early July. I have an order for a FutureBit Apollo Bitcoin miner. I'll also be receiving that hopefully here in July as well. I ordered 2 Gold Shell mini-doge Pros. I ordered a Gold Shell KDA box, which mines the Kadena coin. So I'm excited to get that one in because I currently don't have any exposure to Kadena mining and I'd like to start. Another exciting one here is the S19 Pro 110 terahash. I have 6 of these on order. They will be hosted and I'm hoping these will go online either late July or early August. I'll put a video together with my experience on this, but I'm really excited about this, about getting some real Bitcoin miners and having them hosted so they're not in my house because I know they're very loud and produce a lot of heat. So I'm really excited about this project here. And finally, our last one is the Demo Data Miner. I have 2 of these on order and that should be delivered here in October. Well, there you have it for my June crypto mining income. Which of these projects are you most excited about? Are there any ones you think are at risk? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, check out my other videos. Thanks for watching and goodbye.